Welcome to Friday night. It's another live show on Red Pill Rhino. We will be live in about 10 minutes or so. Just getting things together here, kind of a last-minute deal. But we got a good show for you tonight. Oh, by the way, if you're watching on Rumble, we can actually see your chats live on air tonight. So StreamYard is upgraded. If you're on Rumble, check this out. We can see your chats on Rumble, so you have even less excuse to watch on YouTube now. So if you'd like to super chat over on Rumble, we can actually show your chats now. There you go. Of course, YouTube still works too. There you go. Look at those Rumble chats coming in. Beautiful. You know who can't do that? MGTOW.TV. Hopefully they upgrade soon. Anyway, enjoy the jams. We'll be live shortly. By the way, in case this is your first time watching, we are live on Rumble, so now we're buried in the algorithm on YouTube. We are also live on MGTOW.TV, heaven forbid you mention their competition. But we are live on all three. If you have not subscribed on Rumble or MGTOW.TV, please head over to redpillrhino.com and subscribe on those platforms, because coming soon to an election year near you, we may no longer be on YouTube. Also, if you enjoy the show and would like to support, you can head over to redpillrhino.com, and we have the Cash App link up there as well as the PayPal link. Of course, you can also super chat on all three platforms, but if you want to donate and help support the channel, it is much appreciated and keeps us live and on air every Friday night. Thank you. Like I said, we'll be live in a few minutes. Thank you for your patience. Just getting stuff set up back here. Got a good show for you. By the way, spoiler alert, this isn't about the green men so much as the distraction. So we'll see what's going on.
Involves talk of alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace. On New Year's Day, there was a massive police response in downtown Miami. More than 50 young people armed with sticks began fighting. Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks, causing chaos.
So now people are posting online saying that police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadowy aliens. Conspiracy theories are saying a big creature could be seen standing in front of the entrance to the shopping area, Bayside. Today, the phrases Miami Mall and aliens of Miami have been among the top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab. Twitter, of course, now called X. And Google News even has several reports questioning the event.
So we reached out to the Miami Police Department. They issued a statement saying in part, quote, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed, no power outages. Facepalm emoji was included in the statement. And to read up on the story that has gone viral, just head to our website. It is cbsmiami.com.
Read all you want, but remember, no aliens.
Yeah. No aliens. Welcome to Friday Night Show. Sure is a lot of alien news lately for no aliens. Aliens in Miami. Aliens in Brazil. Aliens in your anus. Oh, my. But welcome to Friday night. I am still dealing with latency, so you mechanics out there might know I have to retard myself in order to understand myself in a live stream still. Working on it. But thank you for showing up to all of you watching. We are now breaking the record over on YouTube, on Rumble, surpassing YouTube. So thank you for ditching Communist Tube in favor of Rumble. You might have known, if you are watching YouTube trends lately, that a lot of content creators are retiring from YouTube, and going to other platforms. If I speak the name Rumble, for example, I did it again. Rumble, that's a dirty word. Rumble is almost as bad as the 4-letter words that gets Jimmy really drunk on the live stream. If you missed that show, go back to last week. But anyway, if you promote other brands' competition on YouTube, you're now buried in the algorithm. I've seen a lot of nonsense with YouTube lately. Did you know that if you use an ad blocker on YouTube, they actually will try to fry your CPU? That's right. If you're using an ad blocker and you watch the performance of your computer while using YouTube with the ad blocker, your CPU has to strain to run YouTube. That's some nasty stuff going on with YouTube this week, and just another reason that you should join Rumble or MGTOW.tv and ditch us over here. I love you guys. I appreciate that you watch over here, but Rumble and MGTOW.tv are the place to be. We don't have to censor content. We don't have to worry about copyright strikes. A lot of the other guys in this space are on Rumble and MGTOW. They show you things you cannot see here. For example, billyvonbomb does streams on the weekend showing movies that you just can't watch here. It's a fun thing to do. I can show you content that I can't share with you here. We have to usually cut out like 20 minutes of content over here after the show ends. So if you're not watching live, you're not even seeing the whole show because YouTube is asshole, okay? But that all being said, it is an election year. Censorship is going to go up again. So if you're on any big platform, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, okay, you're going to start noticing some censorship again. So why not join while they are censorship-free platforms that actually respect freedom of speech? Rumble is a big one right now. They just, as a matter of fact, like I was saying in the pre-roll, they just allowed us to show your chats. So if you're on Rumble and you're commenting, I'll just show you. Here's a Rumble chat. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There's a Rumble chat. There's a Rumble chat. There's a Rumble chat. There's a Rumble chat. Right? So Rumble is upping their game. There's no reason to be on YouTube anymore. I'm just going to say it. Stop using YouTube. A lot of content creators are leaving YouTube because of the fact that they just can't produce content anymore unless it goes with the narrative that, the globalists want. And these are guys that just do like gaming channels or food channels. They can't produce their content anymore because it's a guideline strike for whatever they're talking about or saying or doing. It's just nonsense. You're seeing a lot of companies, whether again they're food or like skateboarding companies, they're all just jumping off comedy channels, animation channels. They don't want any part to do with this anymore. So if you're still watching on YouTube as we're talking right now live, you're fucking up. Join Rumble or MGTOW.TV or really anything. If you watch Pop, Odyssey, Twitch. Twitch is kind of weird, but whatever. You've got options. Just get off YouTube. Anyway, we've got a full panel tonight. I'll bring them in and stop waffling, but this is my show, and I can do that if I want. We've got a full panel. Here they are. Crusader Nate. We've got MGTOW Outlaw, Sean St. George, and I'm not sure what's going on here. Examination Room 7. Welcome to the show.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I heard the speaker. It's right across from me. You know, I was walking. I went for a walk the other day, and then everything went black. And then the next thing I find, I'm in this room, and there's these little green creatures looking at me. And then the next thing I know, I got you talking to me. Who are you? What is YouTube? Is that some kind of new TV thing?
Well, yeah. I mean, YouTube has been around since at least 2005. So, yeah.
What? 2005?
Yeah. 2005, man.
It's 1978.
No, I hate to tell you, whatever examination room they've got you in, it is actually 2024. So, hate to tell you, things have changed. We have LED lights in almost everything now.
What's LED lights?
Oh,
look,
you've got a lot of catching up to do.
All I know is I went for a walk. The next thing I know, I'm in this room, and these little green bastards are shoving things up my ass.
I'm so sorry.
All I have is this bat to defend me.
Well, at least they let you have weapons. Sports equipment in your.
They have
in your
eyes.
Room. I like the chair.
Black,
it's very
soulless
1970s.
Eyes.
Soulless eyes, black eyes.
Eyes like those eyes. And when they come a probing, they just keep a pounding and a pounding and a pounding.
That's quite violent. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get out of that room soon and join us in the future, or something. Let's get back to the panel. Welcome to the show, everybody else that showed up tonight that is not getting pounded in the ass by green men. Let's start with you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, guys. Hopefully, last time we had alien visitors, things happened. Still don't remember what happened, but anyway, yeah, I'm great. I'm good to be here.
Yeah. I'm sorry about your memory loss problems, but glad you're here with us tonight. Also, Crusader, how are you this evening, sir?
I'll give you one guess.
Oh my God. Could it be living the dream?
Ding, ding, ding. Well, Chuck, tell him what he's won.
Fantastic. And I have no idea why Captain Quinn is locked in a torture dungeon. I have no idea. But anyway.
I'd like to know the same thing.
Yeah. Very odd indeed. Also, we have Sean St. George. He's quiet tonight. Not sure why he's so quiet. Too quiet, maybe.
You know why. I've got a little terrorist in the house that doesn't know how to be quiet.
Little green terrorist. Oh my God, it moves.
How are you enjoying my weather?
It's wonderful.
It's great. Yes, -20 is what I look forward to every. What is going on here? I am uncomfortable with this.
Man down.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Something bad happened.
Trying to find
Something
a way out.
very bad happened in here. Anyway, let's move right along. Why are we doing this show tonight? Well, it has nothing to do with aliens, actually. So was this clickbait? No, it wasn't. It just, you're being lied to and distracted as usual. But let's see what's going on here with these aliens. Oh, it's muted. Oh, let's reload, shall we? Oh, now it's frozen. We're doing great tonight. This is a high production value show. For those of you that are not fluent in Taco Bell, I will read this for you. Hang on. Let me restart this again. Here we go.
In northern Brazil.
Oh. Or a thing. I don't know. It's burning there. There's a fire, a strong light. Did you see something like that? It's getting bigger and smaller. It seems something crashed, right? I think something crashed. I don't know. I think it's a bright light because it's different. Can I turn this down? Maybe I'll just turn this on. Okay, anyway. Hey, get back here. Turn back right now. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Is there like a little green man coming at them? I don't know. Hey, Dad, the smoke. I missed that part. Did the crash come from the sky? It was something that fell from... They're going too fast. It doesn't stop burning or gets brighter. So this light is doing things, essentially. That's what we're looking at. A light is doing things. Is it a fire? I don't know. It's getting bigger and smaller. Fires do that, but I don't know if it's a fire or not. Find out next time. Oh, it's coming at them. It's coming for them. This is in Brazil, by the way, in case you were confused. This is in Brazil. All right, so there you go. More aliens, conclusive evidence for sure. Just like Bigfoot's dick, I'm totally convinced that that was an alien. Absolutely. For sure. How do you guys feel about that?
When I was back in the jungles of Da Nang, 65.
Please do tell.
I was on patrol. A bunch of us, we went out there. It's dark. We can nestle down into our foxholes. And then the next thing we know, we had the gooks on us from every side, and they just kept pounding and pounding and pounding. We fought off the best we could.
Oh my God.
75 men went into the jungle that night. 3 of us get out.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
Join us over on Rumble and MGTOW.tv. Please, before this broadcast is abruptly ended on, the YouTubes. Yes, let's get more proof that aliens absolutely, for sure, exist in 2024. We need more proof. We haven't had enough yet. Let's see more proof. This is from ET Now on YouTube. A viral video. Well, let's see. Let's see how viral of a video this is. Here we go. Oh, that's definitely proof. I don't even know what happened. Oh, there we go. Definitely proof. I can see it from here. It's so clear. That's definitely an alien. It's not a man walking in a field or anything.
No.
Seen straight out of a movie. It's 10 fucking feet tall. We have proof with this very blurry image with high resolution videos in 2024. But yet, this video just happens to be blurry. It's proof. It's wearing a helmet. Should we worry? Probably not. Yeah, actually we should, but not about aliens. You'll see. You'll see. Oh no. It's 10 foot tall. Right. And this music is probably copyrighted too. But there you go. Proof, once again, of aliens. And definitely not a lost drunk Billy Von Bomb in Brazil, in the jungle there. Definitely not.
Yet. Yet.
He did go on vacation recently, so I don't know where he went. But this is definitely not him, drunk in Brazil, lost in the jungle, separated from his tourist party. It's definitely not him.
He's not wearing a yellow helmet.
He has to be in disguise when he's not in the States, okay? People recognize him everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, I have a question on that fire.
How's it going, man?
Yeah.
I'm really confused on what's happening here.
It's okay. It's okay
I think
to be
I may have
confused
taken
sometimes.
some LSD, and I find myself in some strange room, which is probably my bathroom. And it's really
What does the TV?
1978.
What does the TV look like in there?
There is no TV. There's a speaker.
Well,
I hear
oh, you
I just
can't
hear
see
you.
us.
I can't see you. I don't know who you are. You could be the Green Men.
We might be. There's proof of that, I think.
Waiting to
Crusader,
come
what were you saying?
back
Maybe.
and pound my ass.
Oh no.
Well, going back to that Instagram video, did they specify that was in northeastern Brazil or just northern Brazil?
Just northern. Nothing fancy about it whatsoever.
Okay. The reason I ask is, Rhino, have you ever driven past an oil refinery?
I've delivered to them, and the flame things. Yeah.
So you know what that looks like.
Yeah, flames
Yeah.
coming out of pipes in the distance.
Right. Doesn't that picture look rather similar to that? And there
Kind of
are
like-
oil refineries in northern and northeastern Brazil.
Kind of like flames coming out of a pipe in the distance,
at
getting
ground level?
bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller.
But remember, this phone video that was taken and posted is taken someone standing behind a grove of trees, so you don't get a clear image of it. It's taken at night, so you can't see the pipe. That pipe isn't marked by lights or anything. And if you've ever seen some of those oil refineries at night, it looks fairly similar to that if you've seen it through trees. So I need to have a lot more evidence to go by than other than some very grainy phone video from nighttime through trees showing a fuel-fed flame.
I want to point something out. And this is going to just, like, all of you conspiracy nuts, I'm going to ruin your night, is what I'm going to do. So,
Promise?
you guys, yeah, I hope so. You guys know I've been doing this show for almost 2 years now, at least this show under this name. Not the entirety of my YouTube career, but under Red Pill Rhino, this show's been going for almost 2 years now, right? And in the entirety of this show, what some of you may not know is I'm using this device right here is a cell phone. Yes, it's a cell phone, which is what most people are filming all of this footage on. Do you see the clarity here? I'm also using a free app to transfer the cell phone into a webcam, and I'll have you know that it's shooting no higher than 720p. Yet, you can read, "Thou may ingest a satchel of Richards" on my desk, right? Most of you can if you're watching on a big screen. Okay, that's a cell phone doing that. So why is it my cell phone can see clearly, but the aliens look like a blurry butt fuck? I'm just saying. So there you go. Conspiracy theory nuts. We are not using high technology on this show. We're using low grade cell phone cameras that are like that big. Maybe that big, right? Maybe that big. And yet you can see everything. You can see Darth Vader and that definitely not a brontosaurus behind me. Just fine. So
Also,
I'm just saying.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Remember,
Cheese and rice.
guys. No, Jesus Christ. Remember, guys, we live in a country full of room temperature IQ people who believe anything the magic television box says to them.
oh yeah.
You know,
This man is definitely trapped in 1978. That's the truth. Accept it. Anyway, what were you saying?
oh my God. I mean, look, if this was an unidentified creature of sorts. First of all, how are they scaling this creature to 10 foot tall?
Magic?
How are they based off what you just said, with a blurry image that we're seeing these videos through, how are they gauging that this creature is 10 foot tall?
They walked down to the trees and got out their tape measures. That's my guess.
Second of all, don't you think if we actually had unidentified creatures in our midst, that the militaries of the world would be, scouring the planet trying to get to these things and pulling out guns? You wouldn't be seeing calm videos of people filming this bullshit.
No.
Look at this, guys! 10-foot tall, unidentified creature.
If
Let's
there
just
were
all relax,
aliens,
drink a beer, and watch this video.
if there were aliens among us, they would have been shot and mounted. And I mean that in both ways.
The military,
by
the
now,
Coast
allegedly,
Guard, the Air Force, the Marines, and any of the other branches of the U.S. military, the Canadian military, the Russian, all of them would be trying to capture this creature and put it, away.
I just want to point out, if aliens, I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm really not. I'm not saying aliens don't exist conclusively. What I'm saying is, hear me out, follow me here. Okay, we've had the internet since, the 90s. I mean, it's been around military use before then, but Rule 36, okay? If aliens were here, Rule 36 applies. I'm just saying, if you guys don't know, Google it, and then you'll wonder
36?
why. It'll be there. Rule 36. 34. Is it 34? God damn it. Rule 34. Anyway, it would exist. It would exist. I promise.
All right. According to the Science Museum of Virginia, roughly there are close to 18,000 different species discovered every year on Earth. So, if there are that many different species discovered all around the globe by different people of different cultures, different backgrounds, that are able to provide a piece of evidence to that many things on Earth that we are just learning about and discovering every year, how come we haven't seen anything else like this? Something like this would be big breaking news, unless they're all in Washington, D.C., but, what do I know?
Yes. Let me just read this. No. Anyway, I'm gonna read this chat here. You know what? Rumble has some unfucking to do because it does not show the super chats. I can see them over on this computer, but I do not see it on this computer. So we'll fix that. But I'm gonna read this chat really quick, just because. Yes. I saw a green orb in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, flying in the middle of the sky. Lots of middles there. And it was brighter than the sun. I saw it move towards an airplane. Then it got close. It put on close. And then it walked away. I mean, it zoomed away. I get you. Close. It got close. I get you. But yeah, no, I mean, I've seen some weird unexplained things. I saw this weird thing when I was a kid, middle school, I think. It was in the sky, right? And it went, me and three other dudes saw it. It went like, it was a aluminum foil shiny thing in the sky. I don't know what it was. It wasn't defined, but it shot behind a cloud and it never came out. I've seen weird things that I can't explain, right? But do I have proof that there's like little green men like the thumbnail? Here, what, this thing? Let me pull it up again. Have I seen these? Have I seen these?
Alien?
Take it from me, they're real. I've seen them.
I don't know. I haven't seen them. Not myself.
They'll come.
Not in person.
I know they'll come. They've been coming every night since I've been
Wait a second. You mean coming? I mean, yeah, well, that's also.
They'll come.
Oh no! Oh no! How did we get from sharks to green?
You want to know what's funny? They taunt me every once in a while. This mechanical shark will just come in and just taunt me every once in a while. Taunt me right from the wall. That's coming out from the wall.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
1978 is a weird fucking place, man. On that note, let me get back to the chat. There was a super chat I saw, or 2 or 3. I'm not sure. Let me check. That's really weird over here on Rumble tonight. Like I said, StreamYard has some work to do, but let me read this one. Gendai 351 for $5 over on Rumble, which is not showing in the live chat for some reason. Odd. Got some splaining to do, Rumble. It's growing pains. They released this like yesterday, basically. Let me see if I can find it. I cannot. But I can read it on the other side, so we'll do that. I did an Independence Day DF, and you're included even. Email sent. All right. I will check into that during a break so I can get it downloaded, uploaded, and sorted. We'll figure it out. We will unfuck this. I'm afraid. Anyway, so, yeah. Is anybody here watching convinced that aliens would waste their time on us? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
no.
I don't think so.
I thought we were their reality TV show.
Could be. I'd watch
Well, if
it.
they came here looking for intelligent life, they're sorely mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look at this show, for example.
Right?
Wow.
No, I mean, there's definitely intelligent life here, for sure. It's not.
Whales.
When are you going to let me out of here?
Leave
can't.
PopSex out of this, Sean.
I have nothing to do with this. They
I'm
locked
missing
you in
the
that room.
dong.
Not me.
Whale.
Look, we're just a show in 2024. We have nothing to do with
You say
1978
You
or
say
that shitty
alien.
beer. Are you drinking a shitty beer? What is that?
say
What are you
that,
drinking?
Alien, but I know what you're up to.
We're not one of you. I mean, one of them. I mean,
I know what you're up to. You're playing with my head, saying it's 2024. What's the
well, it
matter
is. I hate to tell you.
It's all
You
mind
can't see me,
games.
but I promise you, it's very 2024 in this room.
Mind
Very.
games.
Wait,
Wait, how long has he been there? If it's 2024 and he still thinks it's 1978.
you're requiring math, and we don't do that here.
Look,
That's not the
like
show
I
for
said,
math.
He keeps
I was
thinking it's
going for a walk.
1978. So how long has he been being probed?
Every day for several
I
days.
said.
About 45 years.
God damn.
It's only been about 45 minutes.
To you.
Little do you know. Man,
I'm
that
up
is a
to you.
tenderized asshole. I'm just saying.
Wow. Wow.
Welcome to Friday nights. Thank you for watching. Again, we're doing good on Rumble. Thank you for watching over there and telling YouTube to eat all the ass. I don't know. YouTube sucks. It really does. I'll say that live. By the way, if you didn't already know, panels are invite only from now on. Is what it is. And it's just a matter of too many people on the show talking over each other. It gets a little crazy. So we had to shrink the panel a little bit just so you guys watching at home can enjoy it and not struggle over hearing who is saying what. So that's why we're doing that. Anyway, Noah's Ark Dat Back for $1.99. Why invite only? This is dumb crap I'm good at. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but the invites were sent. There will be an after party, although I will be brief. So, is what it is. I have to kind of get to bed early because I'm old now. But there will be a brief after party. Anyway, what do we got here in the chat? Jaws was in 1975. Star Wars was in 1977. And this man has been probed violently since 1978. Just saying.
Listen, Jaws was just a movie I was in. I'm
Right.
Robert fucking Shaw, for fuck's sake. And it's 1978.
On that note, you know what?
This is what happens.
I'm sorry. I have no idea why that's happening.
I don't have any idea either. Maybe you could tell me about it.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
think
I
you
don't know.
all about
We're gonna
what's
try to
going
find
on
out.
here.
We're gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to find out what's going on there. I can point in the right direction now. I figured it out. Opposite of what I think I should be doing. So it's over here on this side. I feel like that. What is that Wheel of Fortune girl that's always fucking doing the thing? Anyway, this is from newsbreak.com, which means it's actually from somewhere else. But anyway, U.S. government could be set to reveal it has been hiding real life 30-foot wide alien. Now this is a big bitch. Let's find out more. The U.S. government could be set to reveal it has been hiding a real life 30-foot wide, that's a big bitch, alien, with politicians reportedly to be briefed this week. This week. When was this article? 6 days ago. So I want it tomorrow on my fucking desk. I want this brief. Aliens in particular are known as TARDIS. Not retarded. TARDIS. Anyway, an alien species that has appeared in a number of sci-fi TV shows and movies. Yes, Doctor Who. This comes from a whistleblower who has been sharing a lot of information. We could click the link, but I'm not going to find out a lot of information. You can find this out at home if you'd like to. Go to newsbreak.com and look this headline up. Okay. Give it a few seconds. Look at that. Type that in. There you go. You can find out more information here, but we're not going to do that. About potential of UFOs in the U.S. and the wider world. Yes, because we're the only continent that matters, by the way. This comes from, oh, no, I'm going to read that again. Not going to do it. Anyway, terrifying footage shows 10-foot aliens moving quickly. Yes, drunk Billy Von Bomb in Brazil on vacation that lost his tour guide. Former intelligence officer David Grush told in a behind closed doors meeting of CIA, FBI, and Wall Street bigwigs. Yes, because Wall Street bigwigs would definitely be invited to top secret information. Okay. The 30-foot wide UFO is the size of a football field inside, can manipulate space and time, and is capable of harnessing enough energy to power 70,000 homes in a year. There it is. The solution to green energy. We're going to probe the aliens. That's how we're going to solve the energy crisis. Oh, by the way, blackouts coming to a state near you since they're shutting down any coal or nuclear powered energy plants right now. Just saying, if there's a blackout, you heard it here first. Grush has said that his life has become a nightmare since coming out to speak about the U.S. government reported involvement with UFOs, with increased calls for transparency coming from the public with regards to UFOs. The story doesn't sound like it's going away anytime soon, until tomorrow when you never hear about it again. But whatever. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Do you believe in aliens yet? Are you convinced, everybody?
No.
Oh.
No.
Do I need to try harder?
Yes.
I'm trying. All right. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you gotta try. Well, you gotta try a lot harder. I mean, I need to see some kind of evidence because making an accusation. I mean, you don't have any proof. You don't have any evidence for it.
We do too. Look at this poor man.
Yeah,
that could be a black site.
I've seen him.
So says the National Enquirer. Yeah. Just saying, all these places that are putting up all these articles and all this stuff about aliens and giants and all this, that, and the other thing. Is anyone forgetting that these are the same businesses and agencies that have been telling people false information for decades and or generations, and now everybody wants to start believing it?
Well,
yeah, you're not wrong.
Title the show, it is a very convenient distraction.
Exactly.
Because
Bread and circuses.
Blue Book was, as much as it was a study about UFOs, it was also a way to explain away now well-known stealth aircraft tests.
Fair enough.
You know, if you're capable of following my train of thought here, see if you can follow this. Think about how desperate it makes the government look that they're having to throw a Hail Mary alien pass at the public. Hey, check out all these 10-foot aliens. Check out all of these lights in the woods in Brazil. To be, they must be covering something massive up to be throwing a desperate Hail Mary pass like the alien stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just think about it for a second. Like Nate just said, these people lie to us all the time to our faces. Why should we believe them now?
He's catching on. We are on the first half of the show, which is the alien half. The second half, spoiler alert, is the distraction and why you're being distracted, which is why you're really here. But the first half is about probing, mostly probing. Mostly peaceful probing, actually.
There's going to be no probing tonight. See this?
Oh, where did you get a bat?
These little bastards with the bat. I don't know. I woke up with it. It's the only thing in the room besides this beer.
Have you finished that beer yet, or have you been holding on to it this whole time?
Look, it's all I have to drink except for my piss. So I'm going to drink. I'm going to take it as slow as I can.
God.
Well, on that note, we'll get into the next article. Yeah, well, we already kind of talked about this, but let's just briefly review it again. Miami police respond to 10-foot tall alien reports New Year's Day. This was so convincing, by the way. I believe this. This blurry image of God knows what, definitely an alien. Putting speculations to rest, police said no aliens or UFOs or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages. Okay, that's all I needed to know. We're good. That's it. That's that article.
Well,
but
you know what that reminds me of? The Battle of Los Angeles.
Reminds me of South Park. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah, you're right, Sean.
Yeah, just a bunch of lights that fixated on something that the lights combined together look like a solid object in the sky under cloud cover. And then they unloaded, like 40,000 rounds into it.
Yeah.
It's a massive psyop. Point blank. Seriously. I
have evidence to prove otherwise.
I want people to think about how revolutionary the radio was when it first came out. Back in the 1920s, 30s, whenever it was. How people were utterly convinced of War of the Worlds was going on, even though that was a story told. Okay, now think about how revolutionary television was. People are still believing what they're told on television to this day. They don't question it. Think about how they've laid this nonsense out. No UFOs. No, nothing to see here, folks. Intriguing. It's to get the mind tricked into being curious about it. They're literally baiting you in with this nonsense right before your very eyes.
But why? We're about to get into that on the second half of the show. We'll go to a quick break, actually. We're already halfway through, believe it or not. And then we're going to talk about the real reason why all of a sudden, and you're going to see more. This is going to be a great year. It's going to be wonderful. Debt's at an all-time high. Insolvency is through the roof. People are losing their jobs left and right. Careers are ending. Bankruptcy is just becoming the norm. People are using their credit cards to buy groceries, but credit cards are now shrinking their available credit. It's going to be a great year. Oh, did I mention there's an election as well? And you're going to start seeing heavy restrictions on freedom of speech on platforms like Facebook and YouTube once again. It's the nature of the beast. But what else could be lurking? Find out in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
I learned a lot. And I learned a lot. Anyway, Bo is associated here. Anyway, the point I want to make is I learned so much I learned so much. I learned black, white, all colors, all backgrounds, but I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot, you know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What I have to do is I have to continue talking about the things. Come on, man. I came down here because I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. And I learned about kids jumping on my lap. Not kids jumping on my lap. Oh, I'm in trouble. What are we, nuts? Dead. You know, come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Huh? Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds, but I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot, you know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out what you're from here from, and you ain't black. Come on, man. The corn pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius. Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Come on, man. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids. Come on, man. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record. I know a lot of weed smokers. Come on, man. Black, white, all colors, all backgrounds, but I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot, you know. Come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Why the hell would I take a test? I am, come on, man.
I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like sizing up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, "Oh, I killed a cow out back, baby." You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them, and skin them, and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get my hands around your throat.
We seriously need new breaks. They're good, but it's just we've been doing the same one forever, and every other alternative is like copyright strike now. Holidays, it's over, and it's time to get back to... Okay, I'm just reading some nonsense on the side here. I do have a video Gendai 351 sent us, but I got to add it still. I got to do the thing and push the buttons. So let's see if I can figure it out. Where did it go?
Listen to me,
You know the thing?
alien.
Come on.
No.
Alien.
No. Not an alien.
Listen to me.
Not an alien.
You're
Not an alien.
going
Not
to eat my ass.
not a fucking
I
alien,
am
dick.
Beat your fucking ass if you don't let me out of here.
No. I don't have the
Alien.
power. I have no control over your terrible situation. I have zero control or authority over your probing. None whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Beat that ass.
I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you. I feel sorry for you slightly, maybe. but I can't help. There's nothing I can do.
Lies. Oh, lies.
All the truth. Anyway, I have to find some stuff and some things on the old desktop. Should have done this during the break, but of course that would require me to have used my brain. Let me see if I can just get it. Yeah, it should work here. I'm trying. Trying. It's not showing up. I don't know what's going on. Can't find it.
You don't know what's going on.
I have no idea.
You think
what's going
I
on.
feel alien?
Anyway, shoot. See, I feel like these need to be sent before the show because I am not Blake, and this is a one-man circus when it comes to uploading and fixing and doing things. Let's see if this works. It does not. Look what I've done. Now I can't even see the screen. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should press the paste button. That might help. Let's try that.
Maybe.
Oh, look at that. It shows up now. All right, cool. I just forgot how to do things. That's all. All right.
That's what she said.
Look at that weird segue. Just totally forgot how to do a stream in the middle of a stream. That's how it happens here. Tasty water. Does it work now? Yes, it works. Let's do this.
Major, borrow that, sir. Good morning. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom, not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We are going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
There you go.
God damn it, he's right. I'm ready to fight.
That's right. Get ready to fight. Allegedly. Anyway, checking the chats again. Don't see anything else, so we'll go ahead and move on. This half of the show is what you were being distracted from. Let's go ahead and talk about it. First one here is from The Hill. Of course, that's trustworthy and reliable information, of course. But Putin falsely claims past U.S. elections falsified through mail-in voting. Oh, no. Oh, no. What would cause mail-in ballots to continue in this country? We'll get to that briefly. I think most of you already know, but we'll talk about it. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Tuesday that the U.S. elections have been falsified through mail-in voting. You think? In the United States, previous elections were falsified through postal voting. They brought ballots for $10, filled them out, and then threw them into mailboxes without any supervision from observers. And that's it, Putin said, according to Reuters. Putin, who is running for re-election in Russia, did not offer evidence to back his claims, Reuters reported. No, it's just funny that I've gotten ballots in the mail from other people who no longer live here, and I wouldn't emphasis on wouldn't vote for them, but I could. That's how secure mail-in voting is. It's not. And I could turn in anybody's ballot with no supervision whatsoever. I could take anybody's ballot and turn it in with whatever was written on it, right? Very, very secure. In other words, not at all. But they're going to keep pushing that, even though people are wholly opposed to it, right? And let's think about this. You need a license to drive a car, to buy alcohol, to buy cigarettes, to join most of the armed forces, if not all, right? Yeah, all of them. You require identification to do all of these things. I mean, hey, try to get a job without, get a normal job without identification, right? Right? You see where I'm going with this. But you don't need ID to vote. Kind of weird. You can just get it in the mail, throw it back in the mail, or take it to a ballot box. Take hundreds back to a ballot box. Nobody bats an eye. But we've got aliens. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. This isn't important. All right. But, yeah. Panel, what are your thoughts?
Well, I remember one of the biggest things that they always say about we should not have voter ID is because it affects certain racial groups. Yet,
no.
There is a hilarious and viral video. I think it was Jesse Waters who did it before he got a show. He's in New York City and he's asking black people, "Hey, do you know where the DMV is?" They're all showing him where the DMV is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an ID? Yes, they have IDs.
Mm-hmm.
So granted, that's just a very small example of how kind of BS that kind of logic is. But then again, when you have an unverifiable way of proving somebody's a voter because you can have like voter card and they're not really hard to reproduce.
Right.
But if you have no ID to verify your identification and that's allowed, how do you not see that as a liability for rampant abuse?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What the hell?
Are you telling me you're aliens? You alien people are voting?
We never said that. Oh, aliens are voting. Yes, actually, we are telling you that. Aliens are voting.
That's not American.
What happened to your hat? And
over there.
What's going on with the headband? I mean,
because
I'm
ready to fuck you up, alien. You hear me?
Again,
me?
your anger is misplaced. We are not aliens. We are just trying to do a fucking show.
I'm coming for you. And I'm going to bring hell with me.
Anyway. Anybody else have any thoughts on Putin and his opinions about falsifying elections? Anybody? No?
Everybody makes allegations. Nobody supplies evidence.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for evidence.
Fair enough. All right. Let's get on to the next wonderful clip here. Yeah, I'm sure everybody came to see this. Let's do it.
Hey, everybody, how are you?
Oh, wow.
I'd be a lot.
Opportunity and hope to people and communities across this country. Let me give you one example of bringing high-speed internet to every person in America. Nearly a century ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed the Rural Electrification Act, bringing electricity to every home and farm in America because it was in cities, but it wasn't in a lot of rural areas. Because electricity had become an essential part of modern life. So he wanted sure everyone had access to it. He was determined that no American should be left behind, no matter where they lived, whether in a big city or a rural area. Well, I tell you what, I made the same determination about our time affordable, high-speed internet. It really is critical. It's just as essential today as electricity was a century ago. Who remembers, during the pandemic when school...
Yeah, there we go. Hint, there's going to be something more to discuss regarding what he just said there. But I want you to keep in mind, they want to tear down the power grid. They want to destroy anything to do with coal, anything to do with nuclear. They basically want you all to believe that this magic of wind power and solar power is going to fix everything. By the way, far less destructive than cattle and ranching and farming is solar fields. Far less destructive to the environment. Just believe what they tell you. Also, during all this cold front, there was definitely no problems with electrical vehicles. Everything was fine. Nothing to worry about. Nobody could have died because electric is the future. There's nothing to see here. He goes on to discuss this for quite a while, his plan for America, which is an abysmal failure if it's allowed to proceed. But again, you're just supposed to be led to believe this is the way out. But he was talking about pandemic, plandemic, right? It's election year. There's some fuckery afoot. We're going to jump right to that right now. Have you heard about this disease X?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to stay on YouTube. We're going to do it. I told you, join Rumble or MGTOW.tv for a reason tonight. There is, in fact, a disease X that they don't know about, but they know is coming. That's odd. They don't know what it is, but they know it's coming. I wonder why they would know anything about that. This is going to make me uncomfortable. If you don't know, we broadcast live from a secret location in the Front Range of Colorado, a communist shithole that it has become. But that is where we broadcast, and I've got news to show you that might make you uncomfortable as well. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Here we go. Here it is. What is this? Let's let it load. And I need audio.
Americans doing on research is bad. And the first example they use in the big report,
from Alex
a screenshot
Jones.
of right here with a link to it on the site, is Infowars.com reporting that leftists have been caught setting fires in Australia, and they say it's false, but then later in the article admit it's actually true, hoping you don't read deeper, and then we got it from the AP of Australia and the Brisbane Times.
What I should have done while this is going on in the background, I should have got it to the correct segment of the show. I failed to do that. Let me see if I can get to that point. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Here we go. You'll hear it in the background.
Of the time given to Colorado healthcare workers just down the road from the new Ebola bat lab.
Yeah, let me rewind that. You need to hear this.
Here is the announcement.
You need to hear this.
Fleetwood is a researcher, highly recommended by Dr. Bartlett. He's joining us next hour. Ebola vaccine that sheds onto and infects others, 31% rate of the time given to Colorado healthcare workers just down the road from the new Ebola bat lab. Here is the next hour.
I know. I'm being repetitive. I really want you to think about this. Think about Colorado. Okay. Think about its location on a map. Think about the timing. Think about them talking about lockdowns and disease X. Think about all these things. Election year, mail-in ballots, all the charges and allegations against political opponents. You catch my drift? And I'm going to repeat this. I want you to hear this one more time. He's got it on the screen here. Just listen to this one more time.
Ebola vaccine that sheds onto and infects others, 31% rate of the time given to Colorado healthcare workers just down.
For those of you that don't understand what he's saying, 31% of the time this virus sheds, right? What he's saying is if you become infected with said clinical trial virus vaccine thing here, it sheds onto others 31% of the time. Okay. Down the street from a bat lab in Colorado. We're still live on YouTube. For how long, I don't know. This is what I wanted you to watch for. Those of you that stuck through to the second half and got past the shenanigans, this is why you're here. This is one of the reasons, but one of the most important reasons why you're here. Let's continue.
The road for the new Ebola bat lab. Here is the announcement by the state of Colorado. Immunized Colorado Denver Health Medical Team receives Ebola vaccine. November of last year, but wasn't posted until December. Here is the insert for the experimental Ebola injection that they admit sheds. Did you hear what I just said? Spreads. Here is that. I'll have a medical doctor and hospital director.
You are correct. I'm going to show that. I think he's saying the vaccine itself sheds. Yes, you are correct on that statement. Sheds live virus. I want you to understand that. Live virus is what it's shedding. We're not talking about Kung flu. We're not talking about the cold. We're not talking about the coof. We're talking about Ebola here. Okay? Something you should be very concerned about.
Former task force member of the governor on next hour. Here is the New England Journal of Medicine, a random controlled trial of Ebola virus disease therapeutics, and it gets into what this vaccine did and its massive linkage to outbreaks in Africa.
Oh, look who's connected.
Shame Bill Gates backed live Ebola. Oh, you know he'd be involved. Shame Bill Gates backed live Ebola vaccine distributed before Africa's 2016, 18,
Same
20, 21, 2022, and before that under Obama outbreaks was just given to Colorado.
Anybody that remembers the history of the Gates Foundation involved in the Ebola vaccines in Africa knows what happened. You should be concerned, all right? But 10-foot fucking aliens is what we should be watching, right? Paying attention to. You're going to see a lot more of that, a lot more fuckery afoot. If you're not watching on rumble.com or migtow.tv, switch over, because I can't guarantee how long we'll be live here. And I'm not going to censor myself. So if this channel disappears, it is what it is. I'm not doing it. So watch it here on YouTube while you can, but consider jumping over to free speech platforms while you can. You've been warned.
A lot of healthcare workers, U.S. Army now developing Ebola medicines. We have all the documents from the local and federal government right here. And that's why the Washington Post says, do not do your own research.
While other networks lie to you about.
Back to the panel. What are your thoughts, gentlemen?
Well, I mean, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
Well,
go ahead, Sean.
It's not the first time we've heard, don't do your own research. I remember it kind of fondly the last, 3 or 4 years. Don't do your own research. You're not educated enough. You don't know how to interpret research, which is really funny because we have a very highly educated population when it comes to people who are degree holders, even if it is like dumb liberal arts degrees. You got to take some science classes there. I know I had to do research writing as a mandatory class. You learn how to read journals or scholastic journals that come from like the Journal of Medicine, Journal of Law, Journal of whatever. There's a process to it. And you can read it and you can sit there and go, this is not supposed to be a published study. Or if it is supposed to be a published study based on the standards, because you've got to have, once you do the research, you got to submit it to a board. A board says, okay, it's good to publish. But if you find things in there like non-first party evidence, you're not supposed to publish that. You're supposed to only take firsthand accounts or firsthand observations. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Nate. You would know better than me.
I mean, I only spent a little under a decade doing that kind of work. I find it rather odd that they're playing around with the Ebola virus, because you can't aerosolize the Ebola virus due to its weight. One of the best ways, Ebola is one of those crazy viruses that it's actually very fragile if it's exposed to ambient air, ultraviolet light, or other things like that. The outer lipid layers actually get broken down rather quickly. The most prevalent way for Ebola to transfer is through bodily fluids. So you would have to actually take contaminated surfaces and interact with mucous membranes, eyes, mouth, nose, ears. You'd have to actually physically ingest it in some way, shape, or form. And the ability to be able to actually create a quote-unquote vaccine that can be kind of sloughed off, so to speak, there's no way that's possible. The only way you could actually do that is by altering the genetic structure of the being. And doing something like that, you're actually going cell by cell, and you'd have to scientifically use CRISPR technology and actually break down every single cell and alter the structure of the DNA. That's the only way you can do that. And the thing you're going to have to take into consideration is every cell within a body typically will be recycled and or sloughed off and or killed about every 7 years.
Right.
So with stuff like that, there's no way you could actually do that without greatly altering the human species or any other live species on Earth. That is major genetic alteration, and we aren't smart enough to do that yet.
Would it be safe to say that this is one of those, instead of could we should ask should we? When it comes to Ebola, because if I remember right, Ebola is like one of the worst ways to die.
It's pretty freaking bad.
It's slightly uncomfortable. I'm not going to deny that. But if you were actually, I mean, if you really truly wanted to have something theoretically that would decrease population numbers, Ebola wouldn't be the way to do it. You'd be better off doing an antibiotic resistant Yersinia pesta, or you'd be working with something like that, which would actually have a greater turnaround time, which would cut your population down faster than what you're going to be able to do with sources of media or be able to do public containment.
Maybe let's not give our assigned FBI agents ideas.
Yeah.
I'll just give them nightmares.
Yeah.
You know what? They need paralysis demons too.
Speaking of paralysis, how are you doing over here, buddy? Are you doing okay?
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
Come on and get me.
It's not our fault. How do you feel about Ebola?
I don't even know what the fuck that is. You're talking some alien language to me. I see what you're doing, alien.
I love
it.
What
a night. What a night.
YouTube, Ebola. Talking about Joe Biden. He's a senator, for God's sake. You know what election we're coming up on? Carter Reagan.
I hate to tell you.
What are you people talking about?
Biden is POTUS, sir.
That's the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard. That idiot.
Crazy.
He's not even a good senator.
But true.
Now I know you're lying. I know you're lying to me.
I wish I was. But unfortunately, sir, it is the truth. On that note, back to you, panel. Really quick, your thoughts on let's just let's just talk about this. Are you really shocked that Gates is involved in this?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not in the least.
Well, that's the accusation I keep hearing. Once again, supply me with evidence.
Yeah.
Well, the paperwork was right there. He does back his sources, so there is that.
Yeah, I need to see those sources. I need to see the information.
Fair enough. On that note, we have some other topics, just as interesting, of course, to present to you. If I can get it to work. Let's see. There it is. Here's something else that's interesting. Why foreigners who endured China's COVID lockdowns are now leaving. Very interesting indeed. Foreigners living in China who stuck it out through 3 years of strict COVID controls have spoken out about why they finally decided to leave the country last year, despite efforts to reopen to the outside world. Some spoke of an increasing wariness, even hostility towards foreigners, while others said they were worried about a repeat of their lockdown experience. Keep in mind what I just said there. Their exits come against a backdrop of heightened tensions between China and the West, which some suspect may be influencing everyday attitudes towards them, and a heightened focus on national security that emphasizes the threat from malign foreign forces. Do you have questions about the biggest topics and trends from around the world? Anyway, for Sophie Redding, a British PE teacher at an international school in Wuhan, the city where the coronavirus was first detected, multiple factors played a part in her decision to return to Britain last month. Her partner, who was also in Wuhan, encountered visa problems and started to feel that the city she once regards as home had become less welcoming. All of a sudden, strangers would start telling me to go home. People would see me in a lift and wait for the next one. When Didi, a ride-hailing app, drivers I ordered arrived and realized I was a foreigner, they'd refuse to take me in, the 30-year-old said. Oddly, she looks related to Pop. But anyway, let's continue on. Sophie Redding. Look for yourself. Look at the screen. Looks like Pop with a wig. Anyway, Sophie Redding, who worked as a PE teacher in Wuhan, says she felt, is this Pop? I really wonder if this is one of these deep fakes going around. And is Pop in China? Is that what's going on? I don't know. City once regarded as home has become less welcoming. Yes, but that's the thing. So people are starting to leave, right? But it's not just that article, because you can trust NPR. We've got an article from them as well. As Nate talks about sources. NPR. There you go. Affluent Chinese have also been moving to Japan since the COVID lockdown. Tokyo, as China's economy continues to grow at a slower pace than in recent decades, Chinese businesses and households are moving money overseas at the highest rate in 7 years, according to government statistics. But while the U.S. has long been a preferred destination of wealthy and middle-class Chinese immigrants, they're increasingly headed to Japan. According to analysts and immigration consultants, among the recent arrivals is a former Beijing-based journalist who moved to Japan last year. He asked NPR not to use his name, blah, 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 and his family is still in China. The journalist says that many of his friends are among China's elites that were avid cheerleaders for the government's policies and had brought them affluence and success, but he says that the strict COVID lockdowns changed their minds. It's almost as if, dare I say, a lot of people are seeing the writing on the wall and something is going to be happening again very soon. But again, over here on this side of the table, aliens and 10 feet tall green men, worry about that. That is what your focus should be. Not any of these things. Don't worry about the strings and the puppets. Just worry about the bread and circuses. In the chat, by the way, we do have a couple over on Rumble I'm going to get to here really quick. We have Vincent Van Go Fuck Yourself, my favorite name on the show. Thank you for joining tonight for $5. Alex Jones singing, I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. Oh, I will. I will eat your leftist ass is my ringtone. That is fantastic. I wonder the reactions you get. Like, people call you when you're in business meetings and that's what goes off. That's awesome. I love that. Gendai 351 for $5. Again, over on Rumble. We need a constitutional amendment to deny voting rights to anyone on the public dole government assistance. Democrat part disappears overnight. Democrat Party. Yes. I would agree. Actually, if you don't have skin in the game in this country, if you don't pay taxes, which taxation is theft, but if you don't pay taxes, if you haven't served, if you haven't participated in some way, shape, or form, if you are a leech, single mother, or a recipient of government benefits, you don't get a voice. Because what the people on government assistance vote for? More government assistance. So I agree 100%. Panel, your thoughts?
Well, I was going to just elaborate on what you said. Yeah, stakeholders should be voters. That's the way it kind of really was in the beginning of the country, where it was landowners, because they're the drivers of the economy. They're the people who provide jobs. They're the people who provide taxes, although very minute, because everybody was very, very sketchy about taxes back then. But if, like, you're a public servant, you served in the armed forces, you have a business, you are you're adding to the economy and not taking away from it, you should get a right on what policies get done. If you're down on your luck, you need the assistance, all right, build yourself back up, get back into a position where you are like a homeowner, business owner, some way contributing to the economy.
Right.
Instead of, like you said, leeching off of it. Then, yeah, because if everybody else, like, what is it? I know the example of like the wolves and the rabbit discussing what's for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The wolves can also be the people who are have-nots, who want to take away from those who have or who earned it.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, an aggressive group trying to oppress another.
Fair enough. I just want to point something out. I want to thank all of you that made the switch. I'm going to read the MGTOW chat here in a second. By the way, I haven't forgotten about you. All of you that heeded my advice, we have actually probably broken a record, which I know we're a small channel. We're new. It is what it is. But these numbers matter. There are 50 of you watching on Rumble right now. It has dropped to 10 on YouTube. Normally, those numbers are in reverse. So thank you to all of you that are making that switch, because I know it's not just a small channel. You're also doing that with the bigger content creators. I know Pop, Better Bachelor, whoever it is, you're watching over there as well. This switch is huge. Send a message, because your dollars do matter. And when you take your viewership off of YouTube, it hurts them, because their ad revenue goes down as well. Every one of you that makes that switch is making a difference. So please continue doing that. But we are breaking records. Almost all of you tonight are viewing on Rumble. And I know for anybody that's saying, well, your numbers are small, it doesn't really matter, 50. There are 50 people that made the switch that a few months ago were not watching on Rumble. That's 50 people that are telling their friends to go watch on Rumble. Understand that. We are making a difference. Even if this is a small channel, one person at a time makes that change. So you are making a difference, and thank you so much for doing that, because we have to tell these people that we are not going to be compliant with their censorship and their bullshit. So thank you again to all of you that made that switch. That is awesome. That is really cool to see. Now on Rumble, I did get a donation from Single for Life for $1. He has a link for me to check out, so I will pull that link and we will watch it here live, assuming it's appropriate for YouTube. Let me get that open and we will verify that here shortly. Thank you again for your donation. Did anybody else have thoughts aside from this poor man locked in a closet in a probing facility somewhere in 1978? Anybody else have thoughts on what we're discussing so far? Don't everybody go at once.
I mean, pretty much everything has been said. I mean, you know, like we keep saying, look at herd mentality. Look at how people respond to programming. That's why it's called programming, right? When you watch TV or listening to radio shows or whatever. Yeah, pretty much everything that I can think of for my part has been said. I mean, it's literally a psyop on the American public. We have room temperature IQ people in this country. People forget.
Yeah.
And they do what other people do. And when they see other people, oh my God, 10-foot tall green aliens, you know, the police, oh my, you know, right? Monkey see, monkey do. Metaphorically, not being racist, but, you know.
What? I wasn't even. I didn't even take anything racist out of that monkey see, monkey do. But
because you know you're gonna have people there. Oh, would you say monkey outlaw?
Did you say monkey? Did you? Good thing you didn't attach porch to that, or this show would definitely be banned.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Squirrel see, squirrel do.
Speaking of, I have to interrupt this highly educational monkey discussion to share with you what got sent to us based on that last donation. It's very important that you watch this now, so here we go.
As if this squirrel wasn't having a bad enough day, he then had to deal with fat shaming.
I wonder if you hadn't eaten so many nuts, you wouldn't have got stuck in there.
The hungry fellow thought he stumbled upon an easy feast in a bird feeder, but soon regretted his decision to dig in. A couple in Surrey, England, found the chunky animal trapped and called the RSPCA for help because its head was caught in the cage. An animal rescue officer showed up with some clippers to help free the squirrel.
This is nobody we know at all.
Snip by snip, the officer worked carefully not to harm the animal. It took a few minutes, but the RSPCA reports the squirrel quickly ran away upon being released. It was uninjured, except for maybe a bruised ego.
Oh my God, stop.
This is by far the best donation we've ever had. Thank you. That was fantastic. You know what? That has earned a small clip that we have to play every time the squirrel does show up on the show. By the way, he's been here the whole time, but apparently he made a New Year's resolution. He was supposed to shed 50 pounds. I'm holding him accountable is what this is. And he did not. And he got stuck in a cage for it. So because of that, we're going to shame him.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick-ass boy. Damn.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
New Year's resolutions, keep them, or you too will be stuck in a cage or a room.
Year.
By the way, viewer discretion advised. If you are photosensitive, please look away from your screen now. I cannot guarantee that you will not have an epileptic seizure at this point.
How do you think I feel?
I'm very serious. If you are photosensitive, please look away now. This is your final warning.
They're coming for me. This is the sign. This is what happens every time they come for me. I'm going to take you, alien. I'll take you.
Oh, wait. What happened? The feed is dead. We've lost contact with our friend. By the way, if you are photosensitive, it is now safe to watch again. Our friend is being anally raped at this moment. I mean,
it's already out there.
Oh, no. Photosensitive, once again, please look away. Please look away again. Please stop watching right now. Oh, wait, it's cut again. No, don't look. Don't stop looking. Don't watch. Don't.
This dude's in
Just don't watch the show. Just don't watch. Take my advice. Don't watch the show.
He's in a nightclub now for some reason.
An alien disco. They had disco in 1978, right? Or was that later? Yeah, that was the disco age.
I think that was the disco age. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just he's just having whoa. A little bit dark in here. We were talking about
wait, is Bacon?
Bacon is that?
No, somebody mentioned monkeys. I mean
Whoa! Oh my God! Oh.
This show's canceled. This show's fucking canceled.
Are you okay?
We're done.
All right. Are you with us? I can see you still, sir. No. Things are happening. I'm not sure. We're gonna get back to the show for now. Thank you for still watching. Although I'm not sure if we're still live on YouTube anymore. I have no idea. If we are, put a 1 in the chat. But God help us. Let's see if I missed any other chats. Yeah. No, I read that one. We did read that one over on Rumble. I'll check MGTOW one more time. I've got 2 mice. Two computers, 2 mice. Let's check. Oh, wrong mouse. Let's see. MGTOW, anything new? No, we are good. We are clear. And finally, I will check over here on YouTube again. But all of you left, so no, nothing here. Okay, we do have some other news to cover really quick. Nothing major. You already kind of know where we're going. The little green distraction. Aliens is going to be all you hear about, or Bigfoot's dick, or monkeys. I guess. I have no idea. To distract you from Ebola, ironically also connected to monkeys, and voter fraud. That's basically what's going to be what you're distracted from this year. But lockdowns are probably coming back. Masking children and you is probably going to be attempted again, because that's worked out so well. Actually, a lot of hospitals are doing this again. Mandatory masking and lockdowns and not letting family in to see sick loved ones. That's already happening. There's no pushback, by the way, because the nurses are complicit. They were never on your side. They got a check, and so they went along with it. Just remember that. They're doing it again. But don't pay attention. Just aliens and whatever the fuck is going on over here is all you need to worry about. Very quiet over there. I'm a bit concerned, actually. I have no idea. Let's get into the next article, shall we? Haley, she wasn't involved in any foolery, right? Republican presidential candidate, former UN ambassador Nikki Haley speaks at a toast in Anchorage, Iowa. Headline says, Haley defends statement that Iowa voters made it a 2-person race. You know, we don't even have to read the article, to be honest with you. I just want to talk about her for a moment. Do you know who her biggest funder is? Do you know? Do you want to know? I'll spoil it for you. The Democrats were her biggest funder. Now, I want to emphasize, Republican presidential candidate, her biggest funder is the Democrat Party. That's all I need to say.
They made the same mistake with Trump in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And
go
they
ahead.
made the same mistake with America First candidates. Granted, they all didn't win, but I think they're hoping this time that, you know, it's somehow going to make them lose, but I think it's going to have the opposite effect because they can't learn from their mistakes at all whatsoever.
No, learning is not emphasized in their party.
Yeah, well, they fund the opposition to the candidate they don't want to win so that they can hopefully either control the candidate or, you know, displace enough votes so that their person wins.
Yeah.
It's going to backfire again because they don't understand why it didn't work the first time, and they think they're being sly and smart because they're doing it again in a different way, but they don't realize it's going to backfire again.
What I'm very concerned about, and I've mentioned this,
flip-flops more than Romney Etch-a-Sketches.
what I've mentioned in past shows, I'm going to mention it again. What I'm very concerned about is if Biden wins, it's going to be bad, right? We already know that. It's going to be bad. People know the gig is up. We all know that this is just massive voter fraud. If he wins. I'm surprised he actually has lived this long. But that aside, just because he's senile and old, no ill will, okay, on this show. Just that he's shitting his pants in front of the Pope and can't finish a complete sentence, okay? I'm surprised he's alive. However, if Trump wins this election, think about the mostly peaceful summer of 2020 on steroids. Okay, either way, what is coming isn't good, and it comes. That's what she said, right? This November. So just be ready for that. Not to mention, again, we've got inflation. We've got everybody's broke. People ran out of savings this November. Their credit cards were maxed out in October. The number one Google search in December, November-ish was give back car. Auto loans are defaulting. There's so many repos that the companies can't keep up with it. There's actually talk of companies going forward making the cars in the future repo themselves. In other words, drive themselves back to the dealership when you can't pay for them anymore. It's getting that bad out there. But remember, aliens. 10-foot aliens. That's what you should be focused on, not reality, not rising insurance costs or the cost of rent or the cost of groceries, which, by the way, fun fact, people ran out of credit cards to spend money on in October, right? And the number one thing people were using their credit cards to purchase wasn't fun stuff like Stanley Cups. It was actually groceries, which we're not getting. It's Stanley Cups tonight, but that was a whole craze recently too. I am keeping track. It is nonsense. It is bullshit, and single mothers are to blame. Anyway.
Oh man.
Yes. Partially, and stupidity. Mostly stupidity. And Target. We'll blame Target too. But yeah, the thing is people are fucked. We're all fucked. Businesses are going under. Mom and pops can't do anything anymore. We're in a bad position. And they don't want you to see that. Everything's fine. The economy's great. Record job growth. Most popular president ever. All the bullshit you're being fed. But remember, 10-foot aliens. Right? Right. That's what's important.
Oh my God.
Back to you, panel.
Yeah, well, wait,
oh no!
Hold on.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, what?
But remember, aliens.
And we thought Billy Jr. was a bad influence.
Yeah, this is really
Apparently
bad.
These aliens are worse, man.
This is I didn't see. He didn't have a head.
I don't know what's worse, the fact he's getting anal probed or the fact we're laughing at it as if it's a joke.
It is 1978. Yep. Most of that decade was a joke. Oh, fun fact. Speaking of... Speaking of... If you looked at the financial markets from 1960 to 1980, and you line them up, I think I said this live. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I said this backstage. I'll say it live. Fuck it, we're doing this live. The markets, the economy, everything, inflation. If you look at the charts from 1960 to 1980, and then you take our decade, right, 2020. And you line it up in the prospective future, we are exactly on the same course. And if you remember the inflation in the 70s and 80s, we are on track to do it again. But here's the best part. All of you thought, oh, it was COVID that caused all these skyrocketing prices. Well, you'd be wrong. If you actually do the research on this, you're going to find out all of those groceries and gas prices and everything else that you're struggling with wasn't Trump's fault, wasn't Biden's fault. You're actually dealing with Obama-era inflation right now. That means 2026 to 2028 into 2030, that's when you're going to see COVID inflation, which means, spoiler alert, we're in for a really shitty fucking ride this decade. So brace yourselves. We haven't even just touched the tip. The tip, it hasn't even, we haven't even felt the tip. The tip's coming.
So
That's also what she said. The tip is coming.
What are we going to call the 2020s? Because the 1920s were the Roaring 20s.
Oh, it's going to be bad. I don't know what to call it. It's going to look like this though.
Oh no.
Oh, they got the bat.
They have the bat.
Wow.
Those people have the bat. This is bad. Bad, right? All right. Got we have another donation from Single for Life on MGTOW.tv. Thank you. We will copy that link as well and see what it has in store for us. Or dare we? Oh, no. I got a preview. This isn't safe for YouTube, but we're going to do it anyway. I don't care. We'll do it. Here we go. Brought to you by Single for Life on MGTOW.tv. We will share this with the rest of you. Here we go. I'm going to read the caption first. Hot Rhino having relationships with my car.
Okay.
There you go.
And my brain cells continue to leave me.
All right. We don't need to really discuss any more of these articles. I think you get the point. More mail-in voting, more fraud, more election rigging, more Ebola. I mean, COVID. I mean, viruses. I mean, death, and that's the future. Record inflation, death, and fraud, and corrupt government. That's the future. Welcome to. But aliens, 10-foot fucking, and I emphasize fucking. Let's see if the. Oh, yeah, there it is. 10-foot fucking aliens and a shark and a shark. Oh, do you remember? Do you remember prior to 9/11, the week leading up to 9/11? This actually is relevant. There was a distraction back then. It wasn't aliens because back then nobody would believe that bullshit. Just now, because we've come so far. It was shark attacks. Do you remember? There were record-breaking shark attacks the week before 9/11, and everybody was afraid of the water. I mean, the Mississippi River was flooded with sharks. So was Florida and every coastal. There were sharks everywhere, is my point. But now, it's whatever the fuck this is over
we have
here.
alien sharks now.
Alien sharks. Whoa. Whoa. All right. I think we've discussed this enough. You guys understand what's going on. You're being lied to. Aliens may be real, but they don't care about rigging elections or causing lockdowns or creating lab-grown viruses. They don't care about making vaccines that cause record numbers of people to fall over during athletic events. Aliens don't care about that, I'm sure. They're probably sitting there with their space popcorn and space laughing at our space dumb asses. All right. In the meantime, we are destroying ourselves because we refuse to stand up to allegedly a corrupt government, allegedly, and do anything about it. So we get what we deserve. Oh, but it's not just one government. It's all of them. And we just sit here waiting for the next guy to do something. And of course, nothing happens. Nothing gets done. And instead, we get this. Okay? Just more of this. All of this. This is your future. Anyway, back to you, panel. Not so much final thoughts, just thoughts in general about all of this fuckery. What do you think? What do you think about all of this?
Don't know.
Okay.
Because
I'll start with this guy.
we can't really predict what it's going to be. We can do it to some degree. But if it's just all bad, all bad, all bad, well, to what degree all bad is it going to be? I know some other previous panel members go from it's just going to be another allegedly rigged election to the end of the United States, doom and gloom, nuclear winter, etc. But we also got to provide solutions on how to navigate these problems. And a lot of solutions are very apparent, which is securing our borders. That way we're not allowing foreign actors to come in and unduly influence elections, even if it is local. But, they made that big push to count illegal residents.
Speaking of big push.
Oh, he's winning!
Please continue. We'll get back to this. The big push.
But yeah, that and was it like it was the I think it was the 2016 census. They made a big push to have illegals be counted as residents. That way they could add potential Congress people to certain states, which always seem to align with blue states, granting them more electoral votes, a little bit more power. So securing our border, getting rid of, I mean, lawful deportation of the people who are in this country illegally. They didn't go through the process. You even hear it from naturalized immigrants. They're angry about how many illegals are crossing on a daily basis. They had to work at getting not just their spot to come over here legally, but their citizenship.
Yeah.
They weren't given a $5K stipend. They weren't given a smartphone. They weren't given a court date to show up for their asylum status, which is going to be in 10 to 20 years, is how far they're booked out now. That's one way we can do it. Try to find ways to prevent fraud in our elections, because we know it's out there. What's been proven has not been able to be determined to change the outcome of an election, but at some point it will be, which is why I used to not vote, because that was my protest, because no candidate was acceptable. I have begun to rethink that, because if that's the way we're going to go, then the votes that get counted are going to lean a certain faction or to a certain faction, and then they're just going to run rampant. If we all go out and vote in mass, we need to create a bigger problem for them, other than trying to keep their fraudulent votes hidden.
Yeah.
You need to vote out in mass so that they have to expand their fraud, or they have to sit there and go, no, we need to not be fraudulent this time.
Fair enough.
I can go on, but I'm going to set it to the... Oh, there is one more thing I want to say. You were talking about people going over to Rumble and abandoning YouTube. That's reminding me of a story in... Hold on. I'm going to grab the book.
Oh, it's story time. Everybody get your hot chocolate.
Power of the Powerless. There is a story in there by... I'm butchering his name. Vaclav Havel. It's called The Green Grocer. It should be communist Hungary back mid-1900s. A grocer put up, the sign that says, "Oh, I support the government. I support this. I support this," while he's seeing all around him how terrible things are. One day, eventually, he just takes the sign down because he doesn't support it anymore. Everybody else in the neighborhood who looked up to him go, "Wait, he took the sign down. Maybe I can take it down. Maybe I should take it down." They take it down. And then it creates a cascading effect where I believe Hungary had like a natural removal of communism, not a violent one. But I'll have to rehash my Hungarian history and read through the book too to get the whole story, because I kind of found that inspiring when I got the paraphrase on a video. So we just take, one step to not obey, not comply, or if we abandon YouTube because, as ho.
Ass ho.
And I think we
Yes.
see an example with that with all of our, because we were doing okay with like 30 odd some odd on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pushed everybody to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that as a good sign. And
oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
I'm going to shut up now.
Okay. On that note, wait.
Oh man.
Did the shark fucking get him? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Also, we have another chat here. This is from the Dark Saint for $1. I can't. Okay. Again, Rumble is new at this game, but it is cool that we can do it now. I can't show it down here yet. We're getting there. But I can still see it, so I'm going to read it. The Dark Saint for $1. Fulfilling the time-honored tradition of panel members not supposed to be donating. But yet they still do. We also have one from...
sorry.
Yeah. We have one for Single for Life for $1 on MGTOW.tv. I have my popcorn and booze waiting for the fun to kick off. I will enjoy watching it all burn. Fair enough. All right. Back to you, panel. Any other thoughts about all of the fuckery afoot? 10-foot aliens, this guy, COVID, Koof, Ebola, election fraud, this guy. Anything? Any other thoughts before we get out of here?
Just keep living the dream.
I'm waiting for you to come, alien. When are you going to get here already?
Listen, we saw plenty of alien and coming in the last few scenes there. It was pretty.
Look, I just fell asleep for
pretty bleak.
5 minutes.
No, you weren't asleep at all. But anyway, back to living the dream. Please do tell us more about living the dream.
Just keep living the dream, man. We'll be back next week.
Indeed.
New adventures, new distractions, new things to laugh at.
Yes.
New adventures that we've had in the past week, and new things that are occurring with the rest of you. Stay in touch, stay in contact. Check out redpillrhino.com. Shoot him a message. Shoot him an email. See what he says. If you have an idea for a show, email it in, and we'll see what happens. But keep living the dream, and we'll see you all next week.
Fair enough. All right. What the fuck? Hello.
I'm coming for you, alien. I'm coming for you.
What's going on behind you? I'm confused. What are you doing back there? Show me what the fuck is behind you. I want to see what's behind you. I'm not interested in your propaganda. Just what is this? What are you doing to these poor innocent tiny people?
Listen, alien.
Is it offensive to call them tiny people?
They're aliens. They don't matter.
Alien lives don't matter. well, now we're for sure,
oh my
man.
God.
Alien lives don't matter. They're gone. Murderer.
I told you they don't matter.
Fair enough. Final thoughts or whatever the fuck we're doing now.
Like, I've done said it throughout the whole show. I mean, look at the nature of how they're presenting this to the public. I mean, come on, folks. 10-foot tall aliens. The police are, nowhere to be found with any weapons drawn or anything like that. It's just, oh, look, like you're laid back, casually drinking a beer. Oh, check this out. 10-foot alien in Miami. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look, a light in Brazil in the forest. Oh, what is this? What is this? Come on. Come on. That's an insult to our intelligence, right?
Yep.
Nobody believes this shit.
Nope.
Look at how the nature of it that they're presenting it to the public. It's too laid back. It's too scripted, programmed, whatever you want to call it. If this was a real thing, just like the pandemic, if this was a real thing happening, there would be widespread panic all over the world. You just discovered a new species of something.
Mm-hmm.
And it must not be friendly. Apparently it likes going to Miami and, I don't know, drinking, going to concerts, gay bars, whatever the hell they do.
Gay bars. Yeah.
The government would be in full widespread alert. This wouldn't be anything on, like you're seeing on the news, laid back and let's drink a beer, kumbaya. This would be literally, what the fuck are we dealing with that's walking around in Miami? And everybody in Miami would be freaked the hell out and screaming and panicking, wrecked cars everywhere. Come on, folks. It's an insult to the intelligence. It's a psyop to the brain.
Absolutely.
That's all this is.
100% agree with you. There are no aliens. Nothing odd is going on any of these shows. There's nothing to see here. Nothing at all, ladies and gentlemen. It's all kosher here. Nothing afoot. No fuckery afoot.
I'm gonna kick your ass, alien.
So, I'll make a slight correction.
Yeah.
When I said alien lives don't matter, I need to clarify that Xeno lives don't matter.
Xeno lives don't
Xeno lives don't matter.
I mean, the first one was pretty good, to be honest. Just saying.
Well, yeah, just in case if the the YouTube staff digs a little deeper into the stream.
They're all AI now. They laid off real people.
Yeah, real people reviewing real videos. God, what a life changer that would be for the platform.
Right. All right. On that note, we've had a lot of fun. Again, nothing odd has happened here at all tonight. Everything is fine. We have an after party. I suppose it would behoove me to actually copy that link and share it in the chat. So I'll do that now. There's the link. You get a link. And let's see if I can do that again. And you get a link.
Your bike.
What? There's nothing going on here. Nothing at all. And where's the Rumble stream?
Wait, it's Rhino being controlled by the aliens.
And you get a chat. There you go. All of you have got a chat. There's nothing to see here. The show is over. Nope, the show's over. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. You all have a great night, or don't. I mean, that's up to you. That's. I hope you all do have a great night, a great weekend, and that you don't get probed or controlled by anything outside of your control. No aliens were involved in the making of tonight's show. Nothing happened here. You saw nothing. This show never happened. I hope you all have a great night. If you'd like to join the after party, links are in the MGTOW, Rumble, and YouTube. And you have a great night. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching. Again, after party is in the chat. All right, we'll see you next time. I think. Will we? Will we? Will we see you next time? Will we? Will we see you at all? I have no idea. Good night.
We are the arbiters of this society.
Repeat after me. As a good citizen, we must maintain a neutral carbon footprint. Repeat after me. We must eat the bugs. Repeat after me. We must eat the bugs.
This is a world that we create and manage. The people, they need to be controlled. We will give them truths, but only our truths. They are not to seek information anywhere else.
It is my job to keep order. So what you saw didn't happen. Erase everything.
You a grunt? I used to be one, and I was good at it.
I know. Things were simpler then. I have some questions.
You need to understand, we're being hunted.
By who?
Bring him to me.
This breaks the world.
Your story isn't over yet. There's still a page left.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.